Storm damage in Turner County again. Around lunchtime, strong winds knocked out power, blew down trees, and tore up roofs in Ashburn.
More than 60 homes and businesses were damaged, and with this fast-moving storm, there was no time even for a warning this time. WALB News 10's Jennifer Emmert has the details.
Uprooted trees and lifted sidewalks show the force of the storm. Shelley Zorn watched from the door of the Chamber of Commerce.
Our doors just blew open, and that's when we saw the trees falling across the street and the power lines coming down. But it's very, very quick, less than a minute, real quick.
Edgar Perry was getting ready to go to Cordele when shingles blew off the roof of his funeral home.
The other guy said they could hear it. We were in the back office there where the main part of the damage is.
Dennis Summer wasn't in the office at the GNS Phillips 66, but another worker was when the window shattered in the winds.
There were some high winds that came through, and we're estimating 60 to 70 miles an hour.
The force of the storm upended a silo onto the roof of a Golden Peanut Company office building. There was no storm warning because there wasn't time.
There was no warning from the National Weather Service whatsoever, none at all. We were under a thunderstorm watch for the area from 10 this morning to about 3 this afternoon, and I think News Center 10 for displaying that so prominently too.
That's why they say when watches are issued, people should take those warnings seriously and prepare for the potential that the weather could become severe. It's a lesson that people in Ashburn know all too well. Jennifer Emmert, WALB News 10, Ashburn.
Tree experts are in town to remove all those limbs. County and city workers are taking care of trees that were downed on city and county property.
Strong winds near Ocilla tossed around some cargo trailers at the Forest River plant. Take a look at this video from the company's surveillance camera. In just a minute, it's going to come up. There it is. Look at the top left part of your screen. You can see the high winds tossing those cargo trailers around. Weather officials have not said whether it was a tornado or just some strong winds that came through there. The people who work there, though, think that it was a twister. Luckily, no one was hurt.
That I said, boy, that'd be bad if a tornado hit, because we just heard the tornado warning, and we looked over there and trailers were flipping and everything, so we pulled into the field and saw this extensive damage.
The plant manager estimates damage at between $200,000 and $300,000.
Several thousand people in Lowndes County were left without power today because of the storms. The southern part of the county took the biggest hit with uprooted trees and downed power lines. People in Clyattville think a tornado hit their town. WALB News 10's Alicia Eakin has more.
Molly Danner was homesick when she heard the tornado.
Well, it was sort of a roar, but it was just so many twisting and screeching, and I think it was pine limbs twisting.
It sent this massive pine tree crashing into her Clyattville home.
One of our huge pine trees fell across the two back end bedrooms and the bath, the front bath, and a porch.
Her home was hit the worst, but the church where she preaches wasn't much better. Uprooted trees knocked holes in the roof, flooding the inside with water.
Oregon is wet, and you know, our pews are cloth, and our carpet in the sanctuary, and all of the ceiling tiles in the sanctuary are wet and are beginning to get heavy, like they might have water in them.
The Clyattville United Methodist Church is just one of nearly 30 areas around the county damaged by the storm.
Some of those are trees, you know, crossroads, trees that are just in the right-of-way that may pose a danger. We do have more trees on homes than we would like, but as I said before, we have not had any injuries reported.
But as more people return home, that number could climb.
Sure, probably through tomorrow, as people get home from work tonight, there'll be some damage that has to be assessed. But, you know, hopefully by the end of the week we'll be done.
Despite the mess, Danner says the storm won't rain on her Sunday services.
Oh, there'll be church on Sunday even if it's outside.
She'll now team up with the rest of the town to clean up the mess and move on. Alicia Eakin, WALB News 10, Clyattville.
County officials say their new Code Red emergency alert system did send out a warning at the first sign of the storm.
A National Weather Service representative is in Thomas County right now surveying damage. Strong winds caused moderate damage in that county around lunchtime today. The Weather Service will determine whether it was a tornado.
Most of it, with my experience, looks like straight line winds. There was a few tops that looked like maybe they were twisted out of the trees rather than blown out of the trees. So we'll let them make that determination.
Around 25 trees were knocked down into roadways, others in yards. Some buildings sustained roof damage. About 200 homes were without electricity. Crews in Ben Hill County worked all afternoon to clear trees out of roads and restore electricity. Pine trees were leveled in this yard along Pine Level Church Road. Roofs of several homes were damaged. Part of a barn roof was blown off and into a nearby field. Elsewhere in Ben Hill County, trees blocked Lower Rebecca Road near the Irwin County line. We're thankful that there were no injuries reported anywhere in South Georgia that we know of.
That is the one good thing. Got out of here quickly, and now we just have to deal with the cold weather that's on the way.